everyone, welcome to Product Powered Tips. I'm Shari Rieland, Director of Product Development at Creative Memories, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite tools, the Border Maker system. So I left it in the box so we can all kind of unwrap it together. So let's take it out, and I'm going to walk you through what you see when you first take it. So there is an instruction sheet in here if ever you kind of forget what everything is. Here is the Border Maker housing, and here is the Border Maker guide and the ruler that comes with it, and I'll explain more about that in a little bit. And then you have the cartridge. So let's get all this packaging out of the way, and let's talk more about each of the individual pieces. So the housing and the cartridge, the cartridge slides into the housing. You should hear a snap to make sure that it's locked into place. And then when you are done, this is the little release button on the back, and so you just push it in and it slides right out. The guide has a ruler on it, but the important feature is this ruler underneath here, and what that helps you do is when you lift this up and you tuck your paper in here to line it up, it tells you exactly, and you'll flip it right back underneath, it gives you the exact dimension that you're going to need for the slot width right in here to slide it in. Now the other really cute feature is that you have the little knob here and you have a knob here. What you need to do is line those up, and you'll kind of feel it lock into place. And you push down and you go to the next one, and you push down, and it makes a continuous 12-inch border. And so here is your picket fence. So I'm going to tell you a little bit now about the history behind this. So I was actually on a trip with some of my coworkers to China to visit the factory, and that's where this idea came about. The factory that we worked with introduced the idea of a 12-inch border. The housing stood about this tall, had a big lever action, so what we did is we kind of re-engineered it a little bit, and of course in true Creative Memories fashion, we reinforced it as well. So we added some steel plates on the inside. Why do we do that? Well, because when you punch numerous times over and over like we do, this is guaranteed 2,000 cuts, each cartridge is 500 cuts. What happens if we didn't have those in there is we saw expansion going on in the housing. So we added the metal plates in there to keep it nice and tight, to give you that high quality cut, low burrs, and that's some of the stuff that we check for. So the process is each one of these designs is unique to Creative Memories, because again, like everything else, our design team actually comes up with the design, whether it be the picket fence, whether it be button chains, whether it be footprints, or and so we design that, we send that off, and then a prototype comes to me, and so that's where I start testing. I do the life tests on it. Sometimes it passes, sometimes it fails, and so when it fails, we actually send it back. We redesign the design again, and we go through the process again. So the timeline for this, sometimes it can be as quick as 8 months, 7-8 months if we push it. Sometimes it can go all the way 9-12 months, depending upon how many rounds we have to do, how if we're happy with the end results. And of course, we're doing everything we can to make sure that it will not have any quality issues, not have any burrs, which what I mean by burrs are the kind of little fibers on the edges of the cut, because as you can see here, it's nice and clean cut. Sometimes you get little flakes, so that's what we all test for with this. But this has been one of my most favorite projects to work on and continue to work on, because it's always fun with the interchangeable dies that can go in. Sky's the limit on all the different, and I know I get a lot of product suggestions, and please know I see them all, so I've been keeping a running total on the ones that go up the highest, and hopefully if you voted, you've seen yours come out recently, and we're going to keep adding to the collection. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.